What if I told you that every self-destructive thing you do is actually your mind and soul's way of protecting you? Would you think about yourself differently? Hey everyone, Melissa Hunter here, and today we are going to talk about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart because self-sabotage and a fear of success is something that a lot of people think is complete and total BS, but it's very, very real, extremely common, and I believe it's the thing that keeps most of us from reaching our true potential. You know, when I was a kid, and my grandmother would come in for student-teacher conferences, the teachers would always give. Sorry, I just had my hair colored. Do you like it? I love it. I love it dark. My family's like, ew. But anyway, so my grandmother would go in for the student-teacher conferences, and she would always come out and she would say the same thing, because the teachers would always say the same thing. She's not working up to her potential. And it's like, I'm sitting there like, what potential? I have no potential. Like, I always just thought, like, I don't know what you people think I could do or should be doing, but I don't know where all this potential is that you think I have. I don't have it. And that was because obviously the messages that I was getting around me were that I didn't have any potential and that I didn't have any worth. So the word potential to me is a little bit triggering sometimes, but we all do have potential, and I think we have abilities and levels of happiness, and if you want to use the word success, I need to tilt this a little, sorry. It's a work in progress, this whole channel thing. We do have more of us that we can tap into, and more of life that we can move into and achieve. And I try not to use a lot of words like success and achievement and potential, because they all just feel really triggering to me. After years of listening to every Tony Robbins thing ever produced, written, whatever, I've gone to see him live. I have been listening to motivational tapes since they were cassette tapes in my car, CDs, I listen to podcasts, all of these things that all just like encourage and just tell us that we can all be successful, and that I could be successful, and that I just needed to try. And then I would just feel like I was failing all the time. Or then I would actually try something, but I would only go so far. I felt like I was pushing myself. I thought I was pushing myself, but there always just seemed to be this point where this fear kicked in. And I didn't understand what it was until this book by Gay Hendricks, The Big Leap. Finally, when did I read this? I read this a few years ago now. And there's many highlights and notes and scribbles and things. And I've read it now 3 times. And I finally understood that fear of success is like a real thing. That there are reasons that we don't succeed, that we do sabotage ourselves, and it's not because we're losers. You're not a loser. I'm not a loser. I'm not a failure. There's nothing wrong with me. It's perfectly normal. And so what this author, Gay Hendricks, calls it is upper limiting. And I really, really like that a little bit better than self-sabotage or fear of success. And what the reality is that this upper limiting or this fear of success is actually just a fear of failure. They're 2 sides of the same coin. Because where it comes from is you have in your mind set a level of everything that you believe you should have or are capable of or can do for everything. You have figured out where it is on everything. What the real weight you can be is, how much money you can make, what level of success you can have at work, how happy you're going to be in relationships, how mentally healthy you're going to be. And these levels might be, higher than where you are right now. But when you get to that level, when you hit that level, you smack yourself back down. You never let yourself go above that level, because above this level is scary. It's very scary above that level. It's like, why would I do that to myself? We sabotage ourselves because there's a part of us inside that is trying to protect us from pain, basically pain. Like everything we do as humans is either to achieve pleasure or avoid pain. That's like basic human 101. And I wrote notes. I made notes. So like for some people, like if you've already been successful, so I've been successful at things, right? Like I've had a successful YouTube channel, but so why would I be afraid to do this? Why would I keep sabotaging myself in trying to have another successful YouTube channel? Well, because the fear is that I'll find out that I can't do it again. And so it's better to just stop myself than to push past the level that I think that I've got myself set at. And so like even with my channel, with my World channel, I've been kind of going along at the same pace ever since Caden left. I'm just kind of like right here, because that's the level that I believe that I am capable of and that I am permitted to have by myself. And that if I try to do anything to push above that level, if I try to get above my upper limit, that there lies uncertainty, fear, I don't know, certain death. I don't know what's above that level because I'm terrified to go there. Terrified. And the part inside of me that holds me back, the one that says, don't edit your videos any better. Who cares about the lighting? Screw up all you want. Part of that is who I am, but part of that is also about if I did get more successful, then when I failed, it would hurt. When the success goes away, it will hurt, because for me, it's all about abandonment and loss. So I am afraid to succeed because I absolutely, with every fiber of my little being, have this belief that I will lose it all, because I have multiple times in my life. I'm 53. I cannot tell you how many times I have achieved a level of success or happiness and lost it all. And my whole childhood was about, oh, look, we're really happy as a family. Lose everything. Oh, look, this stepfather's really awesome. I really, really like him. Oh my gosh, we're so happy. Oh, he's gone. And that's why I'm afraid to go there. So why are you afraid? What are you afraid is on the other side? What is the pain that's on the other side of whatever it is? And I really think for almost all of us, what's on the other side of the fear of success is the fear of failure, the fear of loss, the fear of rejection. You know what? You don't want to find, the perfect partner in your life, or like a really great partner. I don't know if there is a perfect partner, although my husband's really close. You sabotage yourself from finding that person. You keep getting yourself into relationships with people that you know are not that person. You know that they're not that, see, you'll go here in relationships and you will totally accept here, but there's a here, and you're afraid to go here because rejection, hurt, I'm going to lose them, or they're going to find out that I'm not good enough. They're going to realize that I don't deserve them. So I'm going to stay down here with the person that I feel is at a level that like we deserve each other. We're good at this level. And maybe that level is really, really great. Okay. Like I finally found in my life a partner that we're really well matched and we do deserve each other. But I got to tell you, I did it by pushing myself up here. For me in relationships, I was over here somewhere in what I thought I deserved. My upper limit was like below the ground in relationships, okay? And we will talk about that someday. But I pushed myself, and my friends pushed me to see that I really, really was up here, that my potential was up here, and that I should go for it. And thankfully, with the help of good friends and a good counselor, I put myself out there and started meeting and dating a different kind of guy. And I eventually found my husband, and we will be married 21 years at the end of this month. And he's so like what I would have once said, oh, he's so out of my league. And we do that with a lot of things. It's like, why do you sabotage your diet? Because you know what? I've lost all the weight before, and you know, I felt really great, and I felt good about myself, which is also screwed up because I know that I shouldn't feel good based on how I look physically or how much I weigh. So you get all that stuff going around in your head, right? You start beating yourself up about that. And then you're like, but then I know that, you know, I get there and I buy the new clothes and I'm really happy. And then, you know, I start eating the pizza again. And then, you know, I start having some wine and ice cream. And before you know it, those nice new clothes I bought don't fit. And then I'm just a big fat pig again. So you know what? I'm going to set a limit, and I'm going to believe that this is my limit. And every time I try to lose weight, I'm going to hit there, and I'm just not going to try. Because if I go here, it's going to be a disaster. And that's why we are afraid. That's what the fear of success is. The fear of success is a fear of failure. It's that simple. Well, what do you do about it? I don't know. I got this book that kind of helped me understand that that's what was happening. And I think the first step to changing anything about ourselves is to understand what's happening. And I think many of you don't realize that the reason that you're not where you want to be in life is because you're afraid to succeed. Because you think fear of success is just BS. You think you're just a loser, or you know what, that stuff like that doesn't happen for people like me. Go beyond that. Start asking yourself questions beyond that. And if you are willing to share yourself in the comments, which I know is scary, you might want to start a new account to comment on this channel, you know, share like what you're starting to realize. What are you afraid of? What will happen if you succeed in the areas of your life that you're not letting yourself succeed? What is the scary thing on the other side of this? And then you got to ask yourself, okay, how real is that fear? And what's the worst thing that could happen if that fear comes true? What is the worst thing that could happen to me if this channel just never goes anywhere and it's a complete quote unquote failure? What's the worst thing that could happen? Well, I will have used up a lot of time, money, other people's time and assets, and I will feel bad and I will feel defeated and it will hurt. And that will suck. But I've done that a million times. I know how to do that, right? I'm not gonna die if that happens. It's just gonna suck. And like I've you know, stuff sucks and we get through it. So what's the worst thing that can happen? And then how real is that worst thing? Okay? Like sometimes our worst thing is very unlikely to happen. So you got to kind of measure that, you know? And, you know, because like old me would have been like, well, the worst thing that could happen was, you know, everybody would make fun of me. And other YouTubers and my YouTube friends would all make fun of me behind my back. Well, guess what? They don't even think about me, okay? People don't think about you as much as they think about you. So I realized that the real worst thing that could happen is what I just said to you, right? So what is the worst thing that could happen? Then judge that by how true and possible that is to actually happen. And then ask yourself, could I live if that happened? What can I just get through that? No matter how much it sucks, could I just get through that? And I got a feeling if you're alive right now in 2021, you've been through suck quite a bit lately and you've made it. So I think you can get through anything. So check out the book. I will put a link down below. It will be an affiliate link. So if you do buy it using that link, I will get a tiny bit of money, which would be really nice. But you don't have to. You can just go on Amazon or whatever, go to the bookstore, look up The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. It's an awesome, awesome book. It's really short too. It's something that you could read in a weekend and just be like, like me. And then maybe start to make some little tiny changes in the way you think about things and the way you approach things. Now, mind you, I read this book for the first time like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm just now making this channel. So, come on. I'm not talking overnight. I'm just saying, let's take little baby steps together, okay? Because I really do, like I said in the little tagline, I really do believe that we can get better together, and that's why I'm doing this. And I would love to talk to you in the comments. If any of you have read this book, please start sharing your stories and your feelings, and I will be very active in the comments because comments is my absolute favorite thing about doing YouTube, because I get to talk to people and talk to people from all over the world. And that makes me really, really happy. And so, yeah. Okay. So anyway, if you do like this channel, please subscribe and, do the ringy bell thing so you'll get notified, because I don't have an upload schedule yet, because I'm just sort of figuring it all out. And I thank you for listening to me, and I hope this was helpful to you. And I will see you again real soon. Love you. Bye.